Hey everybody, Tracy here. So excited to share with you on this delivery of video through my computer in my little studio here in Topanga. I've got a couple of different messages for you, and this one is my invitation for us to come together more often and practice using our beautiful Young Living essential oils in ways that can really support us on our journey for just being alive, our journey as a human being, our journey as a healer or a teacher or a caregiver or a business person, whoever, whatever you are, we've got these great tools. I've been traveling all over the world teaching a myriad of Young Living essential oil based classes. And what I'd like to share with you right now is the simplicity of the memory release technique. So, as you know, essential oils have a profound effect on our emotions. I'm pointing back here because the back part of our brain, the hindbrain, we call that the reptilian brain, is where our emotional memory is stored. And our whole lives, if you really think about it, how you live your life, how you make the decisions you make, how you show up in the world is based a lot on how you feel about yourself. And how you feel about yourself and your confidence or your lack of confidence or your doubt or worry or whatever it is that may be running you probably comes from a memory, a negative memory that has somehow hurt your feelings or made you feel less than, or maybe more so, maybe you actually had someone tell you you're never going to amount to anything or you aren't enough, or wherever the tapes came from, whether from real life people or things in your space or what you've projected onto yourself, has come from probably a memory. And so as we think about our life and what we'd like to create, I'd like to do something really simple with you called the memory release technique. And first off, thank you, Young Living. Thank you, Gary Young, for your brilliance and for really teaching people how to use these essential oils to mend our emotional reality, how to rewire our thoughts and how we feel, and to shift into a better version of ourselves. I don't even want to say it like that, but with a clean slate. You know, I've been working with Ho'oponopono, which is I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I've been doing TRE and yoga and meditation, and it's really how can I erase the slate so I can get rid of the garbage that I'm filtering my thoughts and feelings and decisions through, so I can come through life with my freedom and my confidence and my like yes feeling, and I'm not so badgered down by whatever has happened to me in my life. So that's what I do. And I want to give us all a resource to practice together so we can go into the holidays with an approach that's like, oh, I can be here and feel good no matter what's going on around me. It's an inside job, right? Right. Okay. So thank you, Gary Young, Young Living Essential Oils. And then thank you, Dr. Benjamin Purkis, sorry, Dr. Purkis. And I love you too, Dr. Purser. You're an awesome being on the planet. Aroma Freedom Technique is Dr. Purkis's work, and I became a certified Aroma Freedom Technique facilitator. I've been practicing these techniques for like 2 or 3 years, well, really 2 solid years, and they've been just phenomenal. I've been calling these little classes I'm teaching, or big classes sometimes, sniff, cry, sniff, laugh. So we're going to go on a little ride. It is a process. I will be asking you to really feel and be honest and take some time to be with your feelings and your memories. And sometimes it's not comfortable. So we have this saying, are you comfortable with being a little uncomfortable? And you can also remember that, and this is what Dr. Purkis says so well, emotions are like waves, and no wave lasts forever. So the waves come in and the waves go out. That's breathing our emotions is so important in our work with helping people. Okay, so here we go. The memory release technique. What you're going to need is frankincense, lavender, and stress away. And so I've pre-made these 3 oils. Stress away is a blend, with lavender and frankincense, and we call this the memory release blend. And so I have it in a 1:1 ratio already pre-mixed. You also need inner child and believe. Just these three oils. And if you don't have all of them, you could use valor instead of believe. You could use citrus fresh or peace and calming instead of inner child. Something sweet and florally, and that would be for your inner child. And then believe, something that has a sense of grounding and strength, like a tree oil, like just frankincense by itself, or cypress, or balsam fir, or the list goes on, Idaho balsam or Idaho blue spruce, something like that. So that could be your belief. All right, so the first step is think of something like a memory that's been bothering you, that keeps coming up, and it's giving you a feeling of something less than happy. Maybe it's causing some anxiety, or bringing a feeling of sadness or disappointment or anger, or just like whatever. So when you have that memory, you're going to call it up like it's on a screen in front of you. And when you feel that you have that memory, and that's the one you want to work with, give it a word of how it does make you feel. So, if you want to write it down, does it make you feel sad or anxious or scared or confused? Whatever it is, just honor that feeling. And notice where you feel it in your body. And so we do body work in my school, and it's all about, our bodies hold everything. And we say our bodies don't lie and our soul loves the truth. So this is like some soul work, some truth for your soul that will most likely, I'm going to bet, will liberate you on some level. All right, so how does it feel? Where do you feel it in your body? And then give it a rating of how intense it feels. So 0 being not really a big deal, to 10 being, whoa, this is a lot. This is like very intense. So just give it a number from 0 to 10, and you don't have to be attached to the numbers. It's just a way of noticing what it's like now before we've done anything. Okay, and now take your memory release blend, and you know the drill. You'll put a drop in your left palm, and then always put your little cap on tightly. And as you rub your palms together, you'll make a little scent tent, and close your eyes and let the scent travel to that picture, that memory that you've called up. And I know it's not fun to watch time through a video, but this is for 2 minutes. So if you're with me, just follow my words and notice how you're breathing, how deeply or how shallowly you may be breathing. Notice your posture and how you're sitting in your chair. Did you sit up a little bit to have this experience, or are you contracting a little bit in your body? Just notice. Maybe notice that place in your body that lit up when you started to remember that memory. And just honoring the wave of whatever you're feeling. You give it 10 more seconds. And then just release your hands and come back. And if you had a number from 0 to 10, what's the level of intensity that memory has for you now? Just notice if you want to write it down. Maybe it stayed the same, maybe it went down. If it didn't do anything, that's okay. Just honoring that. And what else? Just from concentrating on the image of that memory. I've heard people say, I couldn't find the memory anymore. It just kind of disappeared, or it got blurry, or it went into a different memory and then a different memory, kind of like a movie. It could be however it was for you. There's no right or wrong. But we are making a new pattern of this. This is how someone just described it. They had like not a great feeling, like a yucky feeling in their body and with this memory. And then they smelled something pleasant, and it was a new way of hooking up her memory to that, a new feeling with how the oil made her feel. I thought that was really cool. So whatever happened for you is cool. Just honor it. Okay. So if there's more that you'd like to work with, you can go back to that memory and do another couple of minutes with the memory release blend. You're welcome to do that. And we're going to move on. So the next step is to use our inner child. But before we get the inner child, think of a memory when you were a child where you felt great. You felt honored. You felt loved and nurtured. You felt strong. You felt happy and excited. And if you can't think of one, here's what you get to do. Make it up. Maybe there was a situation that happened and that you wished it turned out differently. Have a new memory that you make up for yourself. It's okay to do that. That's really powerful work actually to do in trauma resolution work. Like, how would have you liked it to go? And so once you have that, so a feeling of being connected in your core and happy and nurtured and loved, whatever that is, you're going to get your inner child or peace and calming or citrus fresh. And you'll put a drop or two in your palm. And just know if you're using a citrus oil, you're not going to put it on your skin and then go out into the sun. We always have to have safety in mind. So here we go, our little palm. We call it a scent tent. And as you close your eyes and call up that memory, breathe the inner child into that part of your brain that holds the memory or the wished outcome, the made-up memory. You felt joyous, you felt happy, you felt loved, understood, cared for, related to, anything that just, oh yeah, that moment was so cool. Notice how that shifts in your body or in your breath, or how you're holding yourself in your chair. And go another minute. And just keep breathing, and maybe new memories or new wished memories are coming up. Just breathe the oil into that part of your brain. Good. And when you feel ready, it's going to go as far as it'll go. You can release your hands. And then notice what happened. How was that for you? If you want to jot a couple notes down, just how you feel, what you noticed from breathing in the inner child. Some people have said things like, I just felt like I was wrapped up in a blanket of comfort and my family was around me loving me. And, different things come up for different people, of course. I was remembering when I was asked to do this dance performance when I was like in second grade for all of the eighth graders at the middle school. And it was like, what? I got picked to do that? I wasn't even asking for it. And I got to do this really fun like performance, and that was just a cool thing. I know it shaped me on some level, but I did get positive feedback from it because it was so cute. Yeah, so whatever it is for you, just honor it, and hopefully there's a little levity in yourself from the inner child. So we're actually, switching our channel a little bit and how we feel, and we can always do that. Pretty much. I don't want to say always. All right, so the final step is to have your believe, and this is a time, or not really a memory, but we call it creating a future focus. So I'm going to ask you to think of someone or something or somewhere that you've been or wish you've been, or someone you think you would like to meet one day, or anyone that is in your life, or you observe them, of being powerful and strong and secure and solid in who they are. Maybe it's a time when you were, or a time you wished you were. Maybe it's a mountain. I'm doing this because I've got mountains behind me here in Topanga. Maybe it's you climbing a mountain and being at the top and just feeling that, like, feeling of I did it. So once you've sourced a memory or an image, I would say an image of strength, and power, and confidence, grab your believe. And this is the final oil. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to breathe in the believe into the image or the memory of something that inspires strength when you think about it. Conjures the feeling of confidence and solidity, and maybe it's a big oak tree or a mountain, whatever it is. And I'll be quiet for a little while and just let yourself breathe into that image of strength. Sometimes people can't even sit. They have to stand up and put their arms up when they have this image of strength. Go a couple of more moments here. And when you feel like you're complete, you can release your hands. And again, note how you feel. Notice how you're standing in your being or how you're sitting in your chair. Maybe there's a new thought or a new belief that came through, or just like you feel better. Great. That's amazing. So that's the memory release technique. You can do this with everyone, anyone, yourself. I've been doing it before, like I said, before the trauma release exercises. I do it with my clients before they get on the massage table, or just to help them kind of unhook or be a little more in resonance or rapport with just what's so. We're not trying to make anything different. Actually, we're asking what's here to be brought up so we can say hello to it and have a new awareness or a new understanding of whatever that memory is, and then have a new relationship to it. And that brings neutrality, and that's the core of what we do in our work. So I hope this inspires you. I know it was a little long. My intention is to have a holiday resource gathering of everyone on our team, and like 3 webinars where we can all do this together and brainstorm a little bit and have more connection to us going through the holidays with more resilience and more just possibility, and like maybe taking the pressure off and not having expectations and just letting yourself be with whatever is and having what you need inside of you to feel good. Simple. Thank you, everyone. I love Young Living. I love all the people I get to connect with through this journey, and I hope this served you. So namaste. Thank you. Bye.